the day. Please don't be late. Call your friends, I'll call my friends. Let's go and be changed. TMP is doing the most. TMP is doing the most. It's the time of the day. Please don't be late. Call your friends, I'll call my friends.
Hello everybody, welcome back to The Miracle Perspective. I hope you're good and you're treating life well. Because remember, how you treat life, it's how it's going to treat you back. So today, this is the TMP Legends Show. And on the Legends Show, we've got a guy who always pursues excellence. He is an excellent individual himself. He became the Toastmasters of the Year in the year 2019 and 2020. That's excellence. And he is a founder of a personal development company by the name of Transform Nation. Who am I talking about? The one and only, none other than, the one and only, none other than, the one and only, Bhekisisa Ngomane. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for the energy. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you here.
When I first saw your channel, I was like, I need to be in that channel. I need to really, because I love the energy and I love the content that you bring out. And your energy that you bring to people, I like it. And for the fact that you are passionate about changing people's lives, I really enjoy spending time with people like that. And I'm honored to be here today.
I'm honored to have you here. I mean,
That's
the
great.
feeling is mutual because when I saw you speaking this one day at Toastmasters, I was like, I want to have you on the show.
Wow. Talk about the law of attraction.
The law of attraction indeed.
So no, that's great, man.
Mr.
Thanks,
Becky,
I really appreciate it.
Let people know about you.
Yeah.
What do you want them to know about you? Who are you?
Great, thanks for the opportunity. I am an aircraft maintenance engineer by profession. And as much as Bhekisisa Ngomane likes to keep those big birds in the sky, what really excites me more is to see somebody's life take off and to know that I was the part of that. I was a part of making their life take off or to see their life take off. That's what excites me. And with that, I then started a personal development company called the Transform Nation and one other company called Mentor Finder. So with that, I aim to help people find their purpose and help those people actually grow in their purpose to a point where they can profit from their purpose. And with that, when the lockdown happened, I found myself thinking to myself, can people still profit from their purpose during these times? And I've realized that a lot of people that come to me usually are people sometimes who are looking for their purpose and they get to a point where they want to profit using their purpose, but they don't know how to be as productive. And I found myself researching about productivity, efficiency, and effectiveness. So during this lockdown, that's what I've been doing.
Wow.
And that's what I'm excited about these days. So yeah, helping people be more productive and more efficient. That's what I do now.
When people were busy complaining about lockdown, saying it affected our lives, it inconvenienced us, people were not productive at the time, but you took a step to say, I want to be productive so I can help other people be productive.
Exactly. The reason I did that is because I realized that the economy is about to change and a lot of things are about to change because let's say you're an entrepreneur, right? You are used to producing this much with this number of people using this type of resources. But all of a sudden you find yourself at a place where you have to get rid of some of the people because the business has to survive. You have to get rid of some of the resources because the business has to survive. Therefore, you're going to have to find yourself having to do more with less. So when I asked myself that question, I was like, how do you then get yourself to do more with less? I went on the internet, I bought books, to find out how can I help people to do more with less.
And can you just break it down? What do you mean? Give us an example of someone doing more with less.
I'll give you an example with someone who has to do more with less. I'm an aircraft maintenance engineer. I'm used to working with 3, 4, 5 people at the same time. So we can share our resources, we can share our responsibilities, we can share our time resources. So what I would do this, I know so and so would do that, I know so eventually it will come together. But now the company is suffering. The company decides, we need to get rid of 1 or 2 people. Now you find yourself at a place where you have to do what Miracle was doing, what Ntantla was doing, and what Vosi was doing. Miracle has to do it by himself. How does Miracle then organize himself to a point where he can still be able to produce that at this given time? How do you then do that? Then you have to rethink strategy. You have to rethink, how do I manage my energy? You have to rethink, how do I chunk this and divide it to a point where it doesn't overwhelm me and I can be able to do that. How do you do that? It's a vast subject. It's a very big subject. But I found out that the most important are the 4 things. First, you have to be clear of your outcomes. What do I want at the end of the day? At the end of this month, what should I have produced? At the end of this week, what should I have produced? And you think of it in terms of the end product. What is it that we are after? And that demands a lot of clarity. You have to be clear of what you want. See it in your mind. And then it's amazing what happens when your mind knows what it's after. It finds ways to get there. That would be the first thing. The second thing, we're living in a world where there is a lot of distractions.
Too much.
And they are there. Miracle, they are there. They're not going anywhere. I know we're having a debate about the cell phones. We're having a debate about social media. But these things are there and we have to live with them. How do you then make those distractions work for you? Because we cannot get rid of them.
Yes.
Number 3, how do you manage your energy? You cannot manage time because time is a constant.
Yes. Keeps moving.
It keeps moving. It's 24 hours.
I like that.
Bill Gates doesn't have 25 hours or so and so. No, it's all 24 hours. How do you then manage your energy to fit into that time?
Wow. Say that again.
How do you manage your energy to fit into that time so that you can produce what you want to produce at a certain given time?
Wow.
Exactly.
And that's how you become productive.
That's how you become productive. Here's an amazing thing. I had this chat with my friend. We've been friends for long, right? I realized that this guy is most productive at night. Okay. He becomes like, in the morning when you wake him up, he'll be like, and then as the day goes, towards night, when it's about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, all of a sudden he's got a bump of energy. But the problem is he was employed. At employment, you are given time. You can work from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. This guy resigned. Now he's got his own company. I called him the other day at 3 o'clock. He's like, no, I'm taking a nap. I'm like, you taking a nap? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Eventually you figured out yourself that you are more productive at night. And it's not the same for all of us. Other people are productive in the morning. Other people are productive during the day. Other people are productive at night. Then he's figured out his energy, that he gets energetic at night. Therefore, I put most of my important work, I do it at night.
There's a lot of small businesses, I mean, even medium and big businesses that are not understanding that concept of differences in people's productivity levels and times. What would you advise someone who's a business owner with regards to their employees? They might see someone who they in their view will feel like this person is slacking. He's not producing at his optimal level. He's not really producing, like he's not doing what we employed him to do. What would you say should be the mental shift or the paradigm shift in how we approach our businesses in managing our employees in these current times? paying attention to what you just said.
That's exciting. I like the way you put it. We need a paradigm shift. We need a serious paradigm shift. Because, like you say, people go to work to punch the clock. I was here between 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock.
Yes.
So I'm going to get paid anyway.
Exactly.
That's a big problem because you were here from 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock. What did you produce? We need to now measure people with what they produce, not how much time you spend there. So as a business person, you need to now figure out, okay, I've got 11 people. Of these 11 people, I'm going to have to figure out who is most productive when. And then you take those people, you use them when they are most productive. When they are most productive, you say, okay, you can come into shift at such and such a time. That would make a big shift in your business because you would know that you're getting the best out of every person. Because at sometimes another person is there in the morning and then he's panting, but his teammate is an afternoon person. And when this one picks up energy, this one is, and then you think, no, he's slacking. No, let him work for that 4 hours. So instead of getting rid of people, what you can do as a business person is to say, guys, maybe we need to cut the hours down. Let's work 4 hours each.
Okay.
Work 4 hours each, but you know that you're going to get that person at his optimum best.
I like that.
Then he produces that, then he goes home. Because the 8 hours that we spend at work, really, we don't need 8 hours to produce some of the things.
Yeah.
You become productive for about 3 to 4 hours. There has been a study actually that the 8 hours we spend at work, we are not totally productive or fully productive in the 8 hours. You are productive for about 3 to 4 hours. And that's all we need from you. That 4 hours. And when you're out there, you can go re-energize yourself. You can go work on another business, or you can go, then this economy will grow because I'll spend 4 hours here, then I'll go out and work on something else that excites me.
Wow.
That way the economy grows, that way everybody produces.
I think we definitely need to relook at how we do things in life generally, because this idea of time is money, I think that's the problem. Because we think time is money, and what you just said right now, you said time is a constant. You can't manage time. For the mere fact that we can't manage time, then time can't be money. But the results you produce from the time you're given are what constitutes money.
That's beautiful. You said something very beautiful. Time is not money. It's the results that produces the money.
Exactly.
So in essence, what you've just said, money is energy. Energy is money. So where you put your energy, that's where your money is going to come from.
Wow.
So I've heard a lot of inspirational speakers say, money is energy. Money is energy. Now we know how we can translate that. Oh, where I put my energy, that's where the money can come from. Remember, energy cannot be produced or cannot be created or destroyed. But it can be transformed. So you take the energy you have, you can transform it into money.
Wow. There's this guy I've been following recently by the name of Grant Cardone.
Yes, I love his...
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He says, money follows attention.
Exactly.
Where is your attention? And what you are saying is that your attention is where you put your energy.
Exactly.
Then money follows energy.
That's why we don't have to miss the first step. The first step is clarity. What do I want? What am I after?
Wow.
What am I going for? Once you put that in your mind, then you can really focus on it.
Wow.
Then we can break it down to eatable chunks. But okay, I'm after this. I did that exercise with a friend of mine who's also a businessman. He's like, I want to grow my business. Okay, grow your business. Growing your business, if you get an extra rent, you've grown your business. If you get an extra 2 rents, you've grown your business.
Yes.
You need to be clear.
Yes.
You want to grow your business to how much? By when? And then he told me, okay, I need for my business to grow, I need to get 10 more clients. By December, I need to have 10 more clients. Okay. What is it going to take? Now we broke it down. How do you get those 10 clients? Who are they? Where do they spend their time? What are they looking for? You are refining it now. Okay. To get one client, how many clients do you need to speak to usually? I usually speak to about 7 to 8 clients to get one client. Okay, fine. So if you want 10 clients, you'd have to speak to about 70 people. Now, how are you going to break it down? Okay, in a week, I would have to speak to at least one person, right? Okay, break it down even further. In a day, I would have to speak to one person. Now you have broken it down. Now you know each step you're going to take every day. It's not a confusion anymore to say, I want to grow my business. What is it going to take to grow your business? Now you're becoming productive. You know exactly what to do. A lot of people look at, you know what stops us from being productive? There's two things. You either over-exaggerate and then you become overwhelmed. You're like, I won't be able to produce it. Or you under-exaggerate. You're like, it's going to take me 2 minutes. It's too easy. And then at last minute, you're like, sure, I need to finish this. I need to finish this. I need to finish this. And then you will eventually produce it, or you will be effective at producing it. But is it really at your ultimate best? If you had broken it down, would it have been better?
Wow.
So that is how you become productive, really. It's clarity. Then you break it down to eatable chunks. Then you know every day that for me to produce that by then, I need to do this every day. Today, I'm going to do this. The next day, I'm going to do this. The next day, I'm going to do this.
No wonder you're a coach.
It's amazing, you know, coaches, you learn the hard way first. And you're like, you bump your head. Eventually you realize, okay, I'm bumping my head. Help me here. And then somebody says, okay, do this, do that. Then you're like, that's how it's done. Then you go do it.
Wow. What's happening in your life right now? What's interesting and what can people come to you for?
In my life right now, okay, I am a president of Toastmasters Club. So if you want to grow yourself in a public speaking world and be a better speaker and be a better communicator, that's one of the things that I do. But at the same time, I'm also excited about what we just spoke about. If you want your company to grow, if you want your business to grow, if you want to start your business, if you want to find out what your passion is and where to put your energy in, that's what excites me. And I'm able to help people who do that, who want to change their lives in that direction.
How do people follow you?
You can follow me on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Bhekisisa Ngomane. This is my personal Facebook page where I share quotes. Sometimes I go on live video. But if you want more information, you can go to the Transform Nation, which is my business Facebook page, the Transform Nation. It's on Facebook. It's also on, I've got a website, www.thetransformnation.com. That's where you can book me as a coach, you can book me as a speaker, or if you need help with anything, that's where you can book me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very, I do play around Instagram, but I don't play around a lot there. Yeah, on Twitter, I just go check out on people.
Yeah.
The best way to really communicate to me is on Facebook and on my WhatsApp number.
And blessed are some of us who have your personal number. Because we check your statuses and we get inspired by what you put out every day. The messages you put out are very inspirational. More especially to me.
Wow.
You've been speaking about the issue of productivity a lot on your statuses, and I'm watching that, and every time I get rejuvenated, when I feel depressed, when I feel a bit demotivated, I see your statuses and I light up. So
it really makes me feel good to know that someone is getting something out of it.
You see, sometimes we post statuses and we feel like no one is seeing them because we don't comment. That's the thing. We don't comment, and I see the same thing about myself. I don't comment, and I post statuses. People don't comment on my statuses, but what I've learned is that people are seeing what you're doing.
Really appreciate it.
And people are actually being touched by what you're doing.
Wow.
I'm one of them.
That's great. Really appreciate it.
So I really appreciate having you
here. It gives me juice, man.
Thanks a lot for honoring me with your time. I know you're a busy man. You should be at work doing a lot of stuff, making a lot of money, focusing your energy so that money can come to that energy.
Of course.
But you are here and you focus your energy on a broader spectrum of people, and I really, really appreciate that. I'm gonna have you.
Man, I really appreciate the opportunity, and I really appreciate the energy you gave me, because the energy you gave me, I had to give it back.
Yeah.
I'm honored to be here, and I'm looking forward to great things that will come out of this channel.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thanks, man. That was awesome.
We'll get you back.
Definitely, I'm looking forward.
Thank you. It's finished. Remember to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe on The Miracle Perspective for such powerful content, because we are bringing content from different types of people who are going to help you. So make sure you subscribe, you share the content, and you like and comment. I love you all. It's finished.
Miracle perspective is in the area. Perspective. It's finished.